Hello, welcome to Icypeas. We are the largest and most accurate lead database in the world. Let's have a quick product tour. We'll see together three classic workflows. First, how to build a lead list, then how to update your CRM, and lastly, how to resolve signups. That's for SaaS owners, but still very interesting. In account-based marketing, the first step is having a list of target accounts. Either you have one or you can create one with Icypeas. You click Lead Database here and then the Companies tab. For this demo, we'll search for companies that have the following keyword: finance. We'll choose companies with a headcount between 50 and 200, located in the US. We find 3,907 companies. Of course, you can use the different search filters here to narrow down your search. Once you're ready, you click the Export button. Here, you can input how many accounts you want to export. For the purpose of this demo, I will say 100. You name your search and you export. Okay, it's ready now. You can download the file. Let's open it. So here you have all the target accounts you have just downloaded. Now I will select a few of them. I will use either the company website or the LinkedIn company page URL as the input parameter for my next search, which will be the people search. So I select 10 URLs here. I go back to the Icypeas app. I click the Profiles tab this time. And I will use the current company IDs search filter here. I click the bulk add items icon here. I copy paste my URLs. This will allow me to search for people within these 10 companies. I can add a specific job titles or several. Let's say I'm looking for CMOs, marketing managers, whatever. And then I click search people. In those 10 companies, I found 19 people who match my search criteria. For each of these search results, I can see the job title, the specific job title, the company, the location. I also have the LinkedIn profile URL here, and I can click the export button. Once again, I can decide how many results I want to export. Here, I will export all of them, and I can name my export here. The export is in progress. And now, here again, I will download my CSV file and open it. Here is my lead list. Each row is a decision maker I've exported from the lead database. For each person, I have its first name, last name, profile headline, profile summary, the LinkedIn profile URL, of course, the job title, job description, the date on which the job started, the location of the person, the company, and more information. I will now enrich this file with emails using, for that, our email finder feature. So I click the main menu here, I click Email Finder, and I switch to the bulk mode. Here, I upload the file with the leads, and I make sure that all the columns match with the right value. So the first name, the last name, and the company website, it's all good. In case something is not correctly matched, you must fix it. I click Done, and the file is now in the process of being enriched. All good, the file is now ready. I can download it and use the emails. I will then push these emails into my cold email campaigns, or perhaps create a custom audience in Google Ads or LinkedIn Ads. For those who don't know, once you have the professional email of someone, you can add it to a custom audience to target those persons based on the email address. Here is the file with emails. So if you look at the end of the document here, that's the emails. And for each email, you have a status. A 99% confidence status means that you can expect a 1% bounce rate on average. You also have the MX provider. And that's it for the first workflow. Now, let's see how you can update your CRM using Icypeas. For this second workflow, we'll start by exporting a list of contacts from our CRM. So for the purpose of this demo, I will export just a fraction of our CRM. But of course, you can do that with all your contacts from your CRM. I select the segment, I click export. I decide which attributes I want to export. I open it. Here we go, that's my file exported from my CRM. I have some contacts that are incomplete, but the most important thing is that I have the email addresses for almost all my contacts. So here I will start by performing one first action, which is verifying the existing emails. Here in the column D, you can see that I have the emails. In the Icypeas app, I click Email Verifier. Here again, I will switch to the bulk mode because I'm not just verifying one single email. And I will upload the file exported from my CRM. I select the column with email here. The work is in progress. Okay, so now the file is processed and we see that 68% of emails have been verified. It means that 1/3 are not valid anymore. And we can try to retrieve those emails with the email finder. Probably the persons have changed job, moved to another company. So it will be interesting to find a new email address. So now let's see how we can complete the same CRM export. As you can see, in this file, we don't have much information. We just have the first name, the last name, the email address. But as you can see, the LinkedIn profile column is almost empty. We have very few LinkedIn profile URLs. Therefore, the first step here will be to find the LinkedIn profile URL for each contact. For this, we'll use a specific feature in Icypeas, namely the profile URL finder. Here, in this profile URL finder, we'll input first name, last name, a domain name, and the job title, if available, and it will allow us to find the profile URL. I will switch to bulk, I upload the file, I map the columns, so the first name, the last name, the company names here is not the right mapping, so company name, okay, the company website, so it's company domain, and the column with job titles. Even if the column is empty, I have to map it. And that's it. My file will be processed. So we see that we have been able to find the LinkedIn profile URL for 94% of the contacts. That's a very good result. I can now download this file and I will input this file in the profile scraper. Here, I switch to bulk. I must input the LinkedIn profile URL, so I make sure the mapping is correct here. Okay. Okay, the file is now processed, and we see that we have been able to fetch profile information for 100% of the LinkedIn profile URLs. Now you can download this file and re-import this file into your CRM to have a very high completion rate inside your CRM. Let's see a third use case. How to resolve signups. Let's assume you're a SaaS owner. You have visitors who sign up to your SaaS with their email address, but you want to know more about these freshly arrived users. So we'll have to use the reverse email lookup feature of Icypeas for that. This will allow us to input an email address and from there to find the LinkedIn profile URL. I give you a quick example using my own email address. And here I have the profile, the LinkedIn profile URL. From there, I can fetch more information using the profile scraper. And I can then decide to score, segment my incoming leads, and to give a premium service to very high value leads. For example, I can cold call the leads that belong to very large organizations where the upsell potential is high. That's up to you, of course, to decide how you want to optimize based on this information. Of course, all the features available on Icypeas are available either through a single mode or a bulk mode. We encourage you to use the API as much as possible because the goal is to automate workflows and not to do manual work. But the web app is here to help you do some quick testings and see how the features work. But once you're ready to create your workflow, using the API is the best way to go. Also, we provide more information through the API. If you use the profile scraper, for example, on the web app and on the API, you will see that you will retrieve more information, more data points through the API. That's it for this product tour. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us and receive technical assistance. Use the email address support@icypeas.com for that. You can also have a look at our blog on the website. We publish a lot of tutorials. And thanks for watching this video. See you.